two titans of the sky, locked in an aerial duel that most of us will only ever witness from economy class. The Gulfstream G650 and the Bombardier Global 7500. These aren't just private jets. They're airborne empires where billion-dollar deals close before touchdown, where the ultra-wealthy decide the fate of markets over vintage champagne, and where the line between luxury and absurdity becomes beautifully blurred. Today, we're putting these flying fortunes head-to-head in the ultimate high-altitude showdown. The G650, Gulfstream's legendary flagship that revolutionized ultra-long-range travel, versus Bombardier's game-changing Global 7500, the jet that dared to redefine what's possible at 41,000 feet. But when two aeronautical heavyweights enter the ring, only one can emerge as the undisputed champion of the stratosphere. So, buckle up, turbulence not included. Cabin. Let's start with the reason billionaires buy these jets in the first place. The cabin. Think of it as the world's most exclusive real estate with a view that changes by the hour. The Gulfstream G650 offers a cabin that stretches 53 feet and 7 inches long, with a width of 8 feet and 6 inches and a height of 6 feet and 5 inches. What Gulfstream does brilliantly is maximize natural light. With 16 of their signature oval windows, the largest in the industry, the G650's cabin bathes in sunshine, creating an atmosphere that feels more like a luxury penthouse than an aircraft. The windows are positioned at exactly the right height, so seated passengers can actually see the horizon without craning their necks. A subtle but meaningful detail that shows Gulfstream's obsession with passenger comfort. The cabin accommodates up to 18 passengers with handcrafted seats that convert into fully flat beds. Now, step aboard the Global 7500 and you'll immediately notice the difference. This isn't just a cabin, it's a 4-zone living space stretching 54 feet and 5 inches long. Bombardier has created what they call the living suite, dining suite, entertainment suite, and master suite, essentially giving passengers 4 distinct rooms at cruising altitude. The master suite features a permanent bed, not a conversion, with a full-size shower in its ensuite bathroom. Yes, you heard that right, a proper shower at 41,000 feet. The Global's Nuage seats, French for cloud, feature the first new seat architecture in business aviation in 30 years, with a deep recline position and a floating base that tracks forward as you recline. Where the G650 exudes classic luxury with its symmetrical design and timeless aesthetics, the Global 7500 embraces a more residential approach. Both maintain a low cabin altitude of less than 5,500 feet when cruising at 41,000 feet, reducing fatigue. And both keep cabin noise levels whisper quiet, under 49 decibels. The Global 7500 pulls decisively ahead with its Soleil lighting system, dynamic daylight simulation technology that helps reduce jet lag by subtly adjusting cabin lighting to help passengers' bodies adapt to destination time zones. The G650 counters with its 100% fresh air replenishment system that replaces all cabin air every 2 minutes. In a post-pandemic world, this air quality advantage resonates strongly with health-conscious executives. Cockpit. Moving to the cockpit, the G650 features Gulfstream's Plainview 2 avionics suite with 4 14-inch LCD displays, synthetic vision, and enhanced visual systems that transform the most challenging approaches into a video game-like experience. The G650's heads-up display projects critical flight information onto a transparent screen in the pilot's line of sight, allowing them to monitor instruments while keeping eyes outside the aircraft. Combined with its enhanced vision system, essentially night vision for pilots, the G650 can land in conditions that would ground lesser aircraft. The Global 7500 counters with its Bombardier Vision flight deck featuring 4 15-inch displays with the industry's first combined vision system, merging infrared and synthetic imagery for unprecedented situational awareness. What sets the 7500 apart is its fly-by-wire system with side-stick controllers instead of traditional yokes, creating a more spacious cockpit and offering finer control inputs. This advanced flight control system also enables the 7500's envelope protection features, preventing pilots from exceeding the aircraft's performance limitations. Now, let's talk raw performance. Because what good is a luxury suite if it can't get you where you need to go? The G650 is powered by two Rolls-Royce BR725 engines, each producing 16,100 pounds of thrust. This gives it a maximum speed of Mach 0.925, about 700 miles per hour, making it among the fastest civilian aircraft in the sky. With a maximum range of 7,500 nautical miles, the G650 can fly non-stop from New York to Beijing or Los Angeles to Sydney. It climbs like a rocket, reaching 41,000 feet in just 20 minutes, and cruises comfortably at 51,000 feet, well above commercial traffic and weather. The Global 7500, meanwhile, is powered by two GE Passport engines, each delivering 18,920 pounds of thrust. Where the 7500 truly shines is range. At 7,700 nautical miles, it can fly 200 nautical miles farther than the G650. The difference between a non-stop flight and an inconvenient fuel stop. The 7500's superior range comes partly from its advanced wing design. Bombardier's smooth flex wing adapts throughout the flight, optimizing its profile for different phases. During takeoff and landing, it maximizes lift. At cruise, it minimizes drag. Costs. Now for the question everyone wants answered. How much do these flying palaces cost? A new Gulfstream G650 will set you back approximately $65 million before customization. Want a particular wood veneer or hand-stitched leather? Add several million more. Annual operating costs? Expect to spend about $4 million to $5 million if you fly about 400 hours per year. That's roughly $10,000 per hour. If you're just looking to charter, expect to pay between $9,000 and $11,000 per hour, depending on the route and demand. The Global 7500 commands an even higher premium. Base price starts at $73 million before your personal touches are added. Operating costs run slightly higher than the G650 at around $5 million to $5.5 million annually, or about $12,500 per hour of flight time. Charter rates for the Global 7500 run between $10,500 and $13,000 per hour, the price of ultimate exclusivity. Beyond the purchase price, ownership involves complex considerations. Both aircraft require crews of at least 4, 2 pilots and 2 cabin crew, with annual salaries exceeding $500,000. Hangar space at prime airports can cost upwards of $250,000 annually. Insurance? Expect to pay about $500,000 per year. And don't forget maintenance. These aircraft require service after every 100 to 200 flight hours, with major inspections costing millions. Engine overhauls needed every 3,000 to 4,000 hours can cost $4 million to $5 million per engine. Even among billionaires, outright ownership of these jets is rare. Most opt for fractional ownership programs or jet cards that provide access without the full financial burden of ownership. So, which flying fortress reigns supreme? The Gulfstream G650 offers slightly better airport performance, a legacy of proven reliability, and a cabin bathed in natural light. The Global 7500 counters with greater range, a 4-zone cabin with dedicated bedroom and advanced anti-jet lag technology. For pure speed and airport flexibility, the G650 holds the edge. For ultimate space and range, the Global 7500 takes the crown. In this rarefied air, the choice often comes down to personal preference rather than objective superiority.